Let's check in with Mr. Bell for Bell's book blurb.
Staying students, I hope your week is going well and off to a great start. As you know, each week I've been sharing a chapter from this book. If you want to change the world, start by making your bed. Words of wisdom from an admiral in the United States Navy who is also a Navy SEAL. And a lot of these lessons are from his SEAL training and experiences as a Navy SEAL for our Navy. This week's is entitled To Measure a Person by the Size of Their Heart. And I think this is an important lesson that he talked about, that he gave an example of in their SEAL training. For someone to become a SEAL, they have to be in great shape, have a lot of grit, being willing to work hard and go through adversity and challenges. And there was one of the cadets, I guess, one of the people going through the training was smaller than all the other guys and was a smaller person, and one of the SEAL trainers was confronting him, saying, do you think you're strong enough to be a SEAL? And kind of confronting him about that. And the cadet responded how he wasn't going to quit, how he had no quit in him. And he ended up leading the whole platoon or the whole troop in, I don't know my Navy terms, I apologize, but he ended up leading his whole group in their swims. Like, he was always winning the swims and the runs and leading, and also helped many of their SEAL cadets. He showed a lot of great, even though he wasn't a large person, he showed a lot of strength and grit and stick-to-itiveness, that he was a leader in the training. He gave another example of when he was at the Navy SEAL training center after he had completed his training, was meeting, and he saw a gentleman who looked pretty small and looked pretty disheveled in the sense of his appearance. He didn't think much of him. And then as he's meeting with his commanding officer, the commanding officer stops and goes up to this man, and this man was named Tom Morris. And he said Tom Morris was the last Medal of Honor recipient from Vietnam. He had also started the FBI's hostage rescue team and had accomplished many things to be a Medal of Honor winner when he was in the military as well. And so Tommy Norris was almost booted out of SEAL training. They said he was too small, too thin, and not strong enough. But much like the young sailor in my class, Norris proved them all wrong and once again showed that it's not the size of your flippers that count, just the size of your heart. And so I'd encourage you to be mindful of that regardless of how we appear, whether it's the matter of our heart, how strong-willed we are, how we're willing to stay with things and never give up, to keep going hard when things get hard and challenging. And I hope you'll remember to remember to be mindful of taking on challenges, doing your best, and when things are hard, to have that inner strength in you to be able to succeed. Thanks.